And up next, we'll see this team's bruising running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's going to be a good one next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to be.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 11 carries, 56 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. McMahon got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Back to throw. McMahon. And that one to the right side and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Operating from the gun. McMahon. And it's caught. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Second and goal from the 1. Williams, he is going nowhere to hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. McMahon. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jackson on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Looking to throw. McMahon. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because That big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And fights him off. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working out of the gun, Winston. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 34-yard line here, 2nd down and 8. Jameis to throw it. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Winston. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, Winston.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ethan Evans now.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 3rd down and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a toss here, short side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But